myself Dr. Aarti Satish Kognoye, MD Homeopath, practicing since 20 years, Professor and Head of Repertory Department of Dr. J.J. Magdum Homeopathic Medical College, Jaisingpur. I welcome you on Ask Me About Homeopathic Repertory for amplifying your scientific knowledge. So once again, I welcome on this session of rubric understanding A series from mind section of Dr. J.T. Kent's repertory. In last session or in last lecture, we have seen the first rubric of Kent's repertory mind section, that is abundant. So now let us see the rubrics which are present in Kent's repertory mind section on the first page. So today we will be dealing with all the rubrics which are present on the first page of Kent's repertory mind section of A series. So the second rubric which we see in Kent's repertory is the abrupt. So abruptness is the quality of happening with headlong hastiness or without giving any kind of warning. A manner which is also seen rude and insulting. Touching on one subject after another with sudden transition is also seen in abrupt persons. Unexpectedly suddenness is a meaning of the abruptness. An abrupt answer made in an anger can also be taken as a nature of abruptness. So the remedies which are given in Kent's repertory are two. Those are Natrum and Tarantula being the second grade remedy in abruptness. Only two remedies are given in Kent's repertory. Let us move for the third rubric of Kent's repertory, that is absent-minded, where you find the cross-reference rubric, say forgetfulness. In both of these rubrics, we find the list of remedies, which means both of these rubrics, they have got hairline difference in their meaning. So what is absent-minded? It is a preoccupied to the point of failure to respond to the ordinary demands on the attention without having any kind of thoughts. A person who is not doing anything and still he doesn't respond to ordinary calls, although he has no any other thoughts in his mind. That means in absent-minded, there are no thoughts in the mind, and a person when asked any kind of question does not respond to first call, looks as if something else, but when asked he has no any other thoughts which remain as in fact. So generally these kind of peoples, we find this nature, even their behavior is same at their home, or a child may be having this kind of nature even at school and even at a home. So let us have a comparison between the absent-minded, absorbed and forgetfulness. Absent-mindedness, there is no fixation of mind at all, whereas in absorbed the mind is directed to one problem. And intellectual, it is an intellectual mental rubric, as we can see in the famous personality. Those are Edison, Einstein, etc. They are absorbed in their work such that they have been fixed in certain thoughts. Their mental capacities are working perfectly well. Whereas in forgetfulness, it is been characterized by negligence to failure to remember. A forgetful person, he may forget the keys, he may forget the files, or he may forget books and where he has kept. So these are the hairline difference, where you may ask a question for final year examination in relation to rubric differentiation between absent-mindedness, absorbed and forgetfulness. So let us move for the remedies which are present in absent-minded. Those are Apis, Cannabis indica, Causticum, Chamomilla, Hilaborus, Lachesis, Measarium, Natrum, Mur, Nux Mojetta, Platina, Pulsatilla and Sepia are the first grade remedies. Actually no need to remember the remedies, but yet if you remember the first grade remedies, it will be helpful for the students to understand the Matra Medica well by studying the Matra Medica with the aid of repertory. Let us go for the another, just we have seen the absorbed rubric. So let us see the actual word meaning of the absorbed. Is a person who is wholly absorbed in a thought, who is deep in a thought, very interested in something and not paying attention to something else. So likewise here the person is totally absorbed in reading the newspaper. Here the first grade remedies we see are the Helleboris, Measarium and Nux Mojetta. As I have given an example of Einstein, so those famous persons, they were completely absorbed in their goal, and that's why we see that we can use this word in a person who has been continuously engaged in one single goal. Let us go for the another rubric, abstraction of mind. Here the abstraction of the mind is a state of a mind in which the person is not at all paying attention to something, but he is lost in his own thought, like that of the daydreaming. Also, this abstraction of mind can be seen a destructive symptom as a destructive symptom. Something in the mind has been lost. Here a person is totally out of reality, separated from the rest of the world. This state is going to be seen in schizophrenia, usually found after the use of psychedelic drugs. Here the remedies comes are Nux Mojetta, Nux, even Natramur, phosphorus, opium. These are the remedies, cannabis indica, which can be applied in the state of abstraction of mind. Let us move for the another rubric, that is abusiveness. Abusiveness is an expression of offensive reproach which has been caused after anger or annoyance. Abusive is characterized by improper or wrongful use of words, or like that of a coarse language, and causing physically injury to another, like that of we use this word as a abusive punishment, relating to or practicing sexual abuse. So the abusive personalities we can come to know easily when during the patient's interrogation, the physician can easily find out the way of expression given by the patient. Also by thorough having the case history, proper case history, going for the relatives, ask about the nature of the person, whether the person is abusive or not. So the remedies given under abusiveness are belladonna, hyoscyamus, lycinum, nux vomica and veratrum. We'll move on the next rubric, that is activity desires. Cross-reference rubric is C, industriousness. It is a state of being active, a person who is energetic by action or movement, a liveliness personality, a specified pursuit in which the person takes the work, who has been characterized by hard work, perseverance in hard working, untiring, characterized by care and perseverance in carrying out any kind of task. We can see the first grade remedies like aurum and tarantula. Even the other remedies like Baraita, hyoscyamus are the remedies where we can see this nature, that is activity desires. Fruitless activity is the remedy which is seen in Cain's repertoire is stannum. The next rubric is acuteness, that is C, memory is one of the cross-reference rubric for acuteness. So we will find the remedies in front of memory and not in front of acuteness, which is a direct cross-reference or synonymous cross-reference. Acuteness, it means having a sharp point or a tip, keenly perceptive or discerning. See synonymous at sharp. Reacting readily to stimuli or impression is also one of the characteristic feature of acuteness rubric. Admonition, aggravation. So here we can see a picture where a teacher is giving a warning to a child. So not direct punishment. So here the admonition means the word meaning means admonition is mild, kind, yet earnest reproof. Cautionary advice or a warning is nothing but the word meaning of admonition. But due to admonition, if there is an aggravation, then we can think of the remedies like belladonna and platina. Next rubric is affectation. Affectation means a show or a pretension or a display, a behavior that is assumed rather than a natural or artificial behavior. This particular habit we can see in relation to the speech, or that means who is been pretending in speech of what not reality, in reality it is not present, but pretending as something he is something else in speech or in dress, adopted to give an false impression, is nothing but the affectation. The single remedy rubric given in Cain's repertoire is stramonium for affectation. Let us move another rubric, which is affectionate. Here the cross-reference rubrics given is see, love and indifference. Affectionate is totally different than that of the affectation. You may have got the differentiation rubric between affectionate and affectation. So both of the words, they have got totally different meanings. Affectionate is having or displaying warmth or affection, as we call, as generally we speak of affectionate child, caring parents, a tender or a warm embrace, fond of, lovesome, caring. So these are the word which have been similar with that of the affectionate. So loving parents. So affectionate means loving a person or a child may be affectionate to his pet animal. So that is what seen in affectionate, whereas affectation is pretension and affectionate is loving or caring. And this loving and careness is being displayed through their physical things, that is like a warm embrace. Okay, so the remedies given in affectionate are first grade remedies are Natrum-Mur. So Natrum-Mur is affectionate person, whereas Nux vomica, even in Nux vomica, Ignatia, Crocus pulsatilla, these are the remedies which can be applied for the affectionate nature person. Next rubric is agitation, where the C excitement is given as a cross-reference rubric. We find the remedies under the excitement. When we come for the E series, we will see the remedies given under the excitement. So both of the meanings of agitation and excitement are somewhat same. So let us go for the rubric or word meaning of agitation. It is the act of agitating or a state of being agitated. Then what do you mean by agitated? Agitated means extreme emotional disturbance. So this emotional disturbance can be reflected through the protest, okay, or this disturbance can be also seen which has got upset. Due to the upsetness, they go for the protest, and this agitation can be seen by their action. Agitated parents, like having a disturbedness, looked about with wandering and discomposed air. Excited, or those, the word meaning can be called to be as an aroused state. So remedies are given in front of excitement and not in front of agitation. Let us go for another rubric, that is air castles. See, theorizing is a cross-reference rubric. So what do you mean by theorizing or air castles? A person who is imaginative in thoughts indulged as in awake. In awake only he is been in an imagination. He lives in a dream that he has nothing to do with the reality. Like absent-minded dreaming while awake. In theorizing, we believe, especially on an uncertain or tentative grounds to formulate theories or theory or to speculate something. So during day only the person, he is theorizing, he is formulating certain theories, and on account of that he is not in a reality. So the remedies which have been given for the air castles and theorizing are one and the same. So we can find the remedies in front of theorizing. So when we come for the T series, we can see the remedies. Let us go for the last rubric of the Keynes repertory mind section from the first page. From the first page, the first rubric of the Keynes repertory mind section is abundant, and on the first page, the last rubric of the Keynes repertory mind section is the loss of ambition or ambition loss of. So what do you mean by ambition? First we will see the word meaning of ambition is an eager or a strong desire to achieve something. It may be a fame or a power or a drive to acquire the power or an object or a goal which is being desired. So the desire for, and through this desire the person is very much in activity or he is very energetic, a strong desire. But if this ambition is been lost, obviously this activity which was increased activity, it comes down and the patient may land to the kind of called as indolence nature. So for ambition loss of, there is a cross reference rubric indolence, not for ambition but loss of ambition, cross reference rubric is C indolence. So the remedies for loss of ambition, we can consider the remedies which are given in front of the indolence rubric, and when we go for the I series from the Keynes repertory, at that time we will see the remedies given in front of the indolence. I hope that all the rubrics from the first page of the Keynes repertory we have covered till now, and I'll be coming with next rubrics of the next page of Keynes repertory mind section. Till then, Take care and bye. Thank you everyone.